Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, coming to you with a reading for the collective. So this reading will be for everyone out there, general reading. If you would like a one-on-one personal reading with me, go to PYJynJoy, PYJynJoy.com and book a session. You'll see life coaching opportunities, also tarot, obviously, numerology, all sorts of fun things. So if you want one-on-one, go to PYJynJoy. Otherwise, stay tuned and we'll get into a message for the collective. And again, with collective messages, it may or may not resonate with you, but if it does, then learn from it and use your free will to make whatever adjustments necessary so you are living your most brilliant self. But first, we'll do a cleansing of the space. And then prepare our minds for the message from the divine with 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Beginning now, let your eyelids flutter closed. Release any thoughts that you were thinking about prior to coming to this message. And inhale through your nose. Feel the fresh cleansing air fill your heart space and spread out to the rest of your body. And then with an open mouth, gently exhale. Release that tension in your body. Let your shoulders relax. Again, inhale deeply. Feel like a bright white light is entering your body and cleansing, sweeping away any negativity. As you exhale, release all of that tension, expectations, worries, concerns. Let it all go. One more time. Inhale deeply. Feel it even reach to the crown of your head, to the tips of your toes, and gently exhale. Feeling ready, gently open your eyes, and let's go. So we'll use the angel deck today. I'll do a quick shuffle and see what the cards show for a split. But angels, kindly let me know, what message do you have for the collective today? Angels, what message do you have for the collective today? And angels, what message do you have for the collective today? In splitting the deck, we have 10 of earth and 2 of fire. So 2 of fire, there's a couple of people there, elves, fairies, because of the wings. And you have, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So they're moving through the forest, going about their way. Maybe they're doing a quest of some sort, but fire is all about your passion, your creativity, your sexual drive, all of that. Then you have 10 of earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So there's a picture of 2 other fairies and with 2 little kids, and they're playing in the field and just enjoying life. So 2 is about pairs. It's also about duality, it's self-reflection. 10 is 1, so it's new beginnings. Earth is prosperity, so your abundance. So perhaps with the creativity and abundance, something is about to pop off for you. So let's see. We'll do a 5-card spread and see what comes up, and we'll go a little deeper with each card. So for your immediate past, we have renewal, 2 again. So there's a couple there with the Archangel Jeremiel overlooking at them, and the child. So review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So renewal is always what? New, renew. So something new again. The ocean is a little turbulent in the back, but you have calmness coming where the couple and the child are standing. And you have the sun also behind the angel, Archangel Jeremiel. So it's just looking as though in your immediate past, something changed. There was some renewal, cleansing, being fresh, and so forth. So let's see what the present holds for you. So that's 5 of earth, and that's fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So in here you can see where there's earth again is pentacles, so it's your career, it's your money, it's your base, your root chakra, which is at the base of your tailbone for grounding as well with green. And with it, there is a fear, some fear that you're having of money. So again, with someone who can help you accept help from others, there's that duality with two. And remember, in the beginning, there was that pair. So perhaps there's someone who will help you and not be so upset with fears of money. And remember, too, oftentimes fears are what we place and build more and more and more. The more you focus on fear, the more fear comes, and you will create manifesting, whether you're manifesting something positive or you're manifesting something negative. What you dwell on in your thoughts works out into your behaviors, into your actions, and that is what creates your future. That is still manifesting. So remember, when you're thinking, if you come across where there's a situation that causes some negativity in you, self-doubt, or you're questioning, whatever it is, acknowledge that negativity, okay, and then pivot. Pivot by thinking of what would be the best outcome. What would it be like if this was happening so fabulously for me? And that will help you to change and stop that drawing into you of more negativity. Because right now, what it's showing in the immediate future, if you don't change your mindset, there is a life experience, which is known also as the tower. Archangel Shamuel, 1 + 6 is 7. So 7 is spirituality, your inner wisdom, your insight, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So Archangel Shamuel is within a garden. There's all sorts of flowers that are blooming. It's some butterflies, so that also is rejuvenation and renewal. So with that life experience, it doesn't have to be a terrible thing. Perhaps at the time that it's happening, it will. I've had enough life experiences in just the past few years that has led me to heal myself, which has led me to create PYJynJoy so that I can help others to get into a healing journey and to get unstuck. So when that happens, what I've learned is you look at it as what a life experience. At the time, you may not see it, but going forward and you're looking back like I have, you'll see, oh, well, that's why that happened. I needed that major shakeup to get me moving, to get me going, to get me on that path. It's the same thing for you. So know that with this, as I said before, this is a tarot reading that's a barometer based on things right now in this present moment. So with you knowing that in the immediate future, at some point, there will be some type of a life-changing event that you'll need to learn from in order to grow, in order to evolve. I'm all about evolutionary astrology, so you have to evolve, become your most highest, and I like to say brilliant self. So know that that is coming, but look around and pay attention, pay heed to the message that's coming. In your distant past, you had 8 of water or cups, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. So remember before, there was with the 7, life experience. So there's spirituality involved with this. And the 8 is about abundance. It's about prosperity. And in here, it's just the mermaid. So in this deck, like you saw earlier, there were the fairies and angels, and you'll see that there are in the water, it's the mer people. So there's a merman that's turned his back on the cups and he's moving away, heading up towards the surface where you can see the light shining. So it's just something where you had a desire in your distant past to move on. So let's see what your distant future is. The moon, 18. 1 + 8 is 9. So that's endings, completions. Archangel Haniel, she's within another forest, but this time is more brightly lit. And with her, there's a collie dog, and there's, let's see, that's the only, oh, and a wolf in this corner here. So important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. And that's the same thing as before. So this fears surrounding money, release fears that hold you back. That's holding you back, this fear, because it's going to develop into a major life experience. And in the distant future, you'll need to learn to grow away from that, release the fears, go inside, use your intuition. Remember, 7 is about your inner tuition. So go within yourself, seek guidance. Remember, it said also that there's accept wisdom from others. There was that couple in the beginning. And with that, also, the moon is your emotions, your deepest, most darkest thoughts and feelings that you may not even remember. That's a lot of times people say work on your shadow work. So with that, the moon also doesn't want to necessarily reveal everything at this time. So in the distant future, you have to follow your instincts. Everything may not be revealed. In other words, What you see, you may know the phrase, walk by faith and not by sight. Walk by your faith. Walk by what your intuition is telling you. That's the universe giving you a little to give you some wisdom, some insight that you can use to progress, to evolve. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I always like to pull as well, and there's 10 of Earth. So it's still some Earth, still some prosperity. And remember, that was the card that we had earlier that was with the 2 of Fire. Now here's the 10 of Earth repeating. So a very happy family life, financial security. So you have that. So despite all that's happening, you'll still have it. Finding magic in the little things in life. So in other words, you need to focus more on being positive. But let's go a little deeper. Divine, angels, tell us more about the distant past. I want to get a better feeling of that because that's what leads to everything else. So there's a desire by the collective to move on, to search for something more meaningful, spiritual, emotional growth. Angels, tell us some more about that 8 of water, the emotions going on in that distant past. The wheel. So things are changing, things are spinning around. A time of positive change. So this is Archangel Michael. One is a new beginnings. So a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side! Exclamation. So you have this, so you needed to go forward. You needed to move on. There was something, more than likely, the universe prodding you, encouraging you to step away. And often, as we say in astrology, particularly evolutionary astrology, your south node is your prior lifetimes, karmic life, past experiences, what you're comfortable with, the things that the lifetimes from before. Whereas your north node is where you're headed to in this current lifetime, the reason you were put on this earth. So with your north node, it's new experiences, it's things that you may not be familiar with, it's what you need to do to live your purpose in this lifetime, and also will help you to clear away some of that karmic debt or past experiences that may still be lingering. Because often we will lean back on, when things are uncomfortable, we'll lean back on that south node, but you don't want to stay there because obviously in past lifetimes it didn't work for you. So now you have a new chance and a new beginning to do it and to move forward. That's why evolutionary astrology and looking at your, which I can help you with, looking at your natal chart can help us figure out where you need to be and where you need to go so you're not stuck. So with this being encouraging you to move on, to move forward, the wheel has changed. It's now positive, moving forward. So tell us some more about that, because when you see the immediate past, it's about this renewal. So review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts. So tell us a little bit more about this distant past, Divine. Angels, tell us some more, because that's leading to this renewal. So things have changed, the desire to move on, luck is on the collective side. What more can you tell us? 4 of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So 4 is about your foundation, your planning time. It's also your root chakra. So it's getting you prepared and moving forward. So being too frivolous or too cautious, maybe that's what it was. It's beginning, because here you have fear surrounding money. So maybe you were too frivolous in this case. Luck has changed and you were feeling good. Maybe you started spending a little more, and but you still have good business decisions and you're able to give to others. So luck was on your side there in the distant past, and it drove you here. And we'll get into this now with the renewal in your present. I'm sorry, your immediate past, with this renewal, review and evaluate, a favorable assessment, time to move in a new direction. So that's what you were doing when you're moving. So angels, tell us some more about this renewal, the immediate past. What can you tell us? Give us some further insights into that. 4 of air, so mental popped in. So time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And that's what we were saying before. You want to go inside and think about tapping in and listening to what the messages the universe has for you. So as you're meditating, you may hear phrases or get feelings, or ideas may pop into your head. That's with the universe. You slow down, you let your mind rest as you're meditating, and it allows the universe to reach out to you when you're not distracted. So four, like I said, is about your foundation, and then air is the mental. You can see the unicorns are laying there in the forest, and they're just laying down and standing. So it's time for you to with this renewal, remember, review and evaluate. Use your meditation time to help you with that. So tell us some more. So tell us some more, angels, about this immediate past. There was some meditation needing to be done, renewal, to rest. Tell us some more about that. So let's see. So we have the Chariot. 7. So there's, again, spirituality came in there. So you have Archangel Metatron. He's on a riding in a chariot, being led by these two galloping stallions that are forging and racing ahead. So it's an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So this leads to success. So you were successful with your renewal, getting your mind together, meditating, everything is going well, but you still are keeping, because for whatever reason, this fear of surrounding money is still in the present. So you needed to do a little more digging in. So what this is telling you, and again, this may not resonate for everyone, but what this is telling you is you have the ability to use your mind. We know this, you hear it often, but are you really applying it? So when you use your thoughts to help guide the way that you want your life to be, your visualization of the life that you want, the job that you want, the lover that you want, whatever it is that you're focusing on, focus on it with positivity. But there will be times when these little inklings of doubt pop in, and you need to just, like the fear, you just need to control it a little better. See how the reins are also with this, with the horses, and there's two of them, so it's like you're trying to control that, keep them even, keep them going forward, keep yourself going forward. So let's see more about this present. Angels, tell us more with this fear, the wisdom to accept help, uncertain self-employment. What's going on with the collective that they need to know presently about all of this fears? Well, you have a Knight of Earth, and that could be remember the other person working with someone else to help you? Well, here's your Knight. And the Knight of Earth, which, what can be better? Someone who helped you with your money. So loyal in your fear of money. So this person is going to help you. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. So you see that this Knight, he's on a horse. It looks like a little palomino. He has his golden mane is blowing in the wind. This is one of my favorite cards too. So time to buckle down and get things done. So get out of your head and take action. So while you're waiting, you're being patient, you're manifesting and everything, be active. Go towards what you want. So you may not have, let's say, for example, you want to lose weight and you want to feel good, but you don't right now have the money for a trainer. You don't have the money for a private chef. You know, that would be nice, wouldn't it be? So what you can do is use a streaming app for your exercises, or partner with a friend. Remember, they're saying someone to help you, or something where you, for your food, sign up maybe to, for a recipe, go to online and find little recipes that you can recreate, and just be more creative in how you're fixing your foods, be more mindful, and then you'll lose the weight and you'll see it happening and you'll feel better. And then that's how you do the same thing with the money, with your fear of the money, is lean on someone who can help you, this Knight of Earth, help you to see that there's no reason to fear, because if you keep doing that, you know what can happen. So tell us a little bit more about this Knight, this second person that has been coming up from the beginning. So what is this with this second person? Ace of Fire. So again, like I said, be creative. So one aces are one, so that's a new beginning. Remember, in the beginning there were the two, the couple, that was the pair that was walking with the wands in hand. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Why? Because there is a major change coming if you don't. So fire is, like I said before, is your creativity, it's your passion, it's your drive. So if you don't make that change, this is what can happen. That's the outcome, could be this life experience. So angels, tell us more. So obviously you're encouraging the collective to make that change their mental thoughts, be positive, work with someone. But if they don't change it and you have this life experience coming up in the immediate future, tell us more about that. Well, you have the King of Earth, my other second favorite card. First favorite, that's the second one. So King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical. So you will really have someone who will help you. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So you see the king, he's sitting there, it's a fairy. He's resting on his throne, he's smiling, he's leaned back like, yeah, we can do this. A rainbow in the corner, which means after all those tears in the rain, it's a promise that things will get better. You have the butterflies again with this renewal. So After this life experience, you will have more success. It will shake you up to get you moving, to get you out of that thought process. It obviously is going to take a life experience because you're just not listening. You aren't listening to what is being recommended, to what the universe is telling you. You're still stuck on having these fears. So this life experience will happen, but afterwards know that you'll go from having the knight of earth to the king of earth, able to help you to get past this whole life experience and to get better. So tell us more, angels, about this knight, this king rather, that's coming in to help the collective. After this major life experience, there will be success. Tell us some more about that. The Empress. So, 3, Archangel Gabrielle. She's standing there amongst the forest with a lot of forest animals. We have a stag, a fox, an otter, a rabbit. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. So, the Empress, 3, that's all about expansion. It's also with harmony. It's with Trinity. And it also is birth. So, it's birthing like nurture. So, you have the ability to get this abundance and with your dreams. So in this life experience, perhaps from that it'll be an idea, a great idea that will help you and will help you to create more money, so you won't have to be fearful. But even with less money, remember, the more you focus on scarcity and lack, the more it'll be. So you will have more abundance after this life experience. You just have to give birth to your dreams. This dream that you've had, stop putting it on off. Remember, exciting new opportunity, career advancement. You need self-discipline and willpower. In order to get that moving and going, you need to do it. Take the action, like it's been saying. So now let's move to the distant future. So angels, tell us more. There's some important psychic events for the collective. They are some scenes that the universe is doing behind some scenes that are being done, some work that is being done behind the scenes. I'm like, the scenes. No, there's work behind the scenes. And the need to release fear. So angels, tell us more about that. Tell us more about this new moon situation. So we have Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. So again, more abundance, more earth, more grounding. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So remember, it was like, give birth to your dream. So with this dream, it will be you needing to do more studying on it. And this other person, maybe that'll be a mentor for you, someone who can help and guide you and give you some advice, a consultant perhaps. So that's great. You will go back to school. No, not literally, you may, but it'll just be, again, remember I said before, the North Node. The North Node, this whole reading is the universe pushing you past your fears to live the life of your dreams by doing your dream, and you will be prosperous. So with that, it's the same thing. The North Node is pushing, the universe is pushing you to the North Node, where you'll need to learn more, because it's not something that you'll know from the past. It's something that you'll know from the future, that you'll learn and be able to do. So that's with the distant future. So tell us more. One more card about the distant future. So it's scholarly, taking more from this idea and giving birth to it and nurturing it. Angels, tell us some more about that. Two of earth. So we had two of fire. Now we're ending with two of earth. So too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So as you're doing this, don't be so dead set and serious. Be more playful. Get out, expand. And also, being playful means don't be so rigid. So as you're speaking with this consultant or this advisor, you're birthing your new idea, you're manifesting, and you're working on that. Don't be so narrow-minded that you don't accept the help from others. Everything keeps saying to get the help, get the help. So don't be so narrow-minded that you're not getting help from others and you are not taking that advice. Push forward and listen. This is something new. Be patient with yourself. And remember, again, with the two, work with this person that's trying to help you. So let's see. So we have on the bottom now, we have 8 of fire, more creativity. 8, remember again, it's the abundance. So putting that creativity together, putting your heads together with someone else, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over, many things happening at once. So all of this is culminating into this great big creativity. You're unblocking things, which is why you're having more channels of opportunities. Remember, opportunities. All of that is coming to you now because you're unstuck. You're letting go of the fear. You're looking forward, you're working with someone, and you are able to push through and have that abundance that you want. So that is the message for you. That's the message to let you know that you need to look into yourself, plug back into the universe, also work with someone so you get past these fears of lack of money, all of that, because you have within you, the time has come around for you to be successful. But if you keep pushing on the negative, you will have that life experience. If you don't heed it, things will just get worse. But hopefully you are using your free will and making the changes that you need to, as suggested, getting for someone you can speak to, working with your creativity, and knowing that you are to be positive because you will be successful. So let's pull what crystal will help this message, will help you as well in getting your more attributes, getting past fears, getting your creativity flowing, your money going, unblocking things, opening up in your channel, focusing with your insight as well. So you have amethyst. And what does it say? Trust your intuition. Boom. Amethyst, it's beautiful. I don't have one over here right now, but amethyst is all about that. It's also your third eye. So trust your intuition. So your third eye chakra is between your eyebrows, but right a little bit right above. It's where your thoughts are, your intuition, the guidance that you need. Trust it, because remember this. The moon said important psychic insights. That's what you have to plug into. Plug into that, and it will be successful for you. And I just happened to flip to see the bottom. I usually don't look, but this two things. Okay, well, look, carnelian, feed your creativity. Isn't that what it just said, with all of this creativity flowing, all this creativity? And then what do we have? Is pyrite. Let the money flow in. Let it flow in. Pyrite is all about you getting that abundance. So you have your intuition, you have your creativity, your abundance. And then the last one, I'll look at the bottom, is well, I'll put another one too, because this is relevant as well. Angel light support is all around you. Remember, two people, someone to help you. Tap into your support. And then the last one that I promise is selenite. Clear the clutter. So selenite is very good for cleansing. And like what I said in the beginning, when I said about visualize as you're doing the deep breathing of white light, so I always think of selenite sweeping through my body to cleanse away any negativity. So that's what you have to do. That is your message. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that you realize that you can achieve this manifestation of an abundant life, but you have to not have the fear, work with someone, and use your creativity to move forward. You have that all within you. You have the successes available to you. Congratulations on that. And you have the free will. So take the advice from this tarot reading and move forward. You can always, again, make an appointment with me to do one-on-one life coaching or tarot reading, all of that to get you unstuck, to get you past those fears. So if the video resonated with you, this message rather resonated with you, I'd be so thankful if you will click the like button for the video. Also share it with your friends. Everyone can take a message like this, as well as to subscribe to PYJynJoy. Click the notification bell so you'll know. I also will post it daily, but you'll really get that notification that something is new and fresh just for you. So thank you. And until we meet again, I'm Charmaine, your holistic life coach. Go to PYJynJoy.com for more.